1080p super view. Yeah, I stopped by Jesus. Everything rattles. Yeah, I saw a sign that said diesel, Sunoco station, and I wanted to get some water.
Turn right, County Highway 17, Old State Road.
And I come to the store and there's everything is open, but there's a sign on the door that says "Be right back." You know? And I waited maybe 20 minutes. Cleaned up my windshield with those squeegees, and now I have to find my way back to 17 East. And the scenery here is gorgeous. This is still New York, but very close to not too far from Pennsylvania border. And according to my GPS, I'm only 154 kilometers away from my destination in Suffern, New York, which is a suburb of New York City, right near the freeway. Wow, look at the view. You guys see this? Are you watching this? This is what my job environment looks like. Alright, where's 17? 17. Oh, okay. See, the sign says to East 17. But anyway, the purpose of this video is not so much the scenery, but someone mentioned that.
300 meters, bear left, Highway 17 eastbound, towards New York.
Sorry, someone mentioned they wanted to learn about permits, oversized permits. So if you just want to see the scenery, you know, just mute down the sound and enjoy the scenery. If you want to learn about permits, just keep listening. But anyway, you need oversized permits, right? When your load is too wide or too heavy. And in US, normally your gross can only be 80,000 pounds. That's your truck, your trailer, and the load. So normally if you're over, let's say 4 inches in width, or even a little bit in weight, you gotta order permits. Now this video is basically for owner operators, right? If you're a company driver, the company usually takes care of that. But if you're owner operator, there's some steps that you gotta do yourself. All right. So first of all, step number 1. Your truck must be registered for maximum weight in each state and province where you run. Because if you only register for like average, let's say 80,000, you cannot order permits. So your truck must be maxed out, and that costs a bit more money. It's basically your registration card will show different weights. Then you can do you know, oversized loads. So then now you can buy permits, and there's 2 types of permits. You can get annual permit, or you can get a single trip permit. Now most guys buy annual permits in the state or province where they operate most often, like where they live, for example, right? Because you either come or go with oversized load, and that can save time and money. Now, when I live in Ontario, so the permit is $400 a year, which seems a bit high, but Ontario in particular can take up to 72 hours to issue a permit. You know, they don't even bother calling them before then. So sometimes you just sit on your butt, like I did last time at the border. I waited almost 5 days for the permit. So when you have an annual permit, it can save you lots of time. Plus, each time you use a permit, the company will normally reimburse you, you know, give you like, I don't know, 50, 60, 70 bucks, depends on your company. So you end up not only covering the cost of your annual permit, but you can even make a few $100 over the course of the year. So that's the way to go for basically for your home jurisdiction. Now the actual for other places, you need single trip permit. So you either do it yourself, you just go to the website of the DOT in the States or Ministry of Transportation in Canada for each particular jurisdiction, and you can, you know, get them separately, but you need to be registered. It takes time, you know, you need a credit card. So I never did that myself, except for some Canadian provinces that are not covered by ComData. But normally I just use ComData Permit Company and Landstar, and these guys can save you time, well, in theory, but I find that these permit companies, yeah, they can shoot your application to many states, many provinces, but then they make mistakes, you know, because they don't care too much. And of course there's fees, because when I buy a permit directly from the state, you'll save, you know, a few $100 in fees. Well, not a few $100, but the ComData charges, I think, like 30 bucks for each permit. That's their fee, you know. So it can add up over the course of the year. So you got to do research and find the cheapest permit company, the one that you're comfortable with, the one that doesn't do too many mistakes, because then these mistakes can cost you, because you can get a ticket, right, if the routing is wrong or your axle weights are wrong, you know, or you gotta wait for a new one. So, but that's what the theory behind these permit companies is, that they're supposed to do it quicker, right? So the trade-off for the quicker, in theory, turnaround is cost, extra cost, and potential mistakes, and nobody wants that. So, oh, and one more thing, the guy says, who pays for them? Well, some companies pay for them. It'll be usually indicated in 7 miles. Wow, road construction, 7 miles. So usually in the hiring package they will say permits, you know, all permits paid for, you know. But when I worked for Landstar, it basically was taken off the top. So like, I did not pay for them, but let's say if the load pays $2,000 and they take $500 off the top, you know, that's part of that is my money, right? Because when I mean 2,000, that's gross to the company, and then I get percentage of that. So the smaller the amount, the less money I make, right? So that's how it works. Unless it's an escort, because some states, you know, if you over a certain like width or something or height, your permit will stipulate the use of escorts, and those guys, you know, can really send you to dead prison, because they charge like $1, $2 a mile, you know, $1.50 a mile, whatever. So plus waiting time if you have to sit somewhere. So I try to stay away from loads where escorts are required. And try this Sanaco. Maybe this one is open. But so basically that's all I need to know about permits. It's not that complicated, but yeah, one more thing is that people don't like doing these loads. Of course they're supposed to pay better, but when you have an oversized load, you have to stop at each scale. You cannot use a pre-pass. You see, like I have on the windshield pre-pass, because even if the pre-pass blinks green and it beeps like okay you can bypass, but with oversized load you gotta stop, which of course increases the chances of you know, inspections, fines, tickets. So you gotta bear that in mind, that that's another trade-off for the higher rate that you can get with
Around when possible. County Highway 124.
with
Then turn right. Highway 17 east.
oh, this one seems bigger, and I don't see a sign that says "Be right back." Like, what kind of a store is that? You know? Oh, nice river over there. So this was a little bit of a scenic trip plus some education for my viewers. Check out the diesel price, $4.19 per gallon, or basically $4.20 per gallon. Wow, that's not good. This is New York, right? Okay, I'm just checking my keys. Keys. All right, I got it. All right, let's go. Let's go take a look at that river. Are there any whales in there? Maybe you'll catch a glimpse of a whale, so you guys can save on that ticket to watch big mammals in the somewhere northern oceans. Wow, the water looks pretty clean. And that's the sound of the running water. So now you guys can watch this movie many times when you cannot sleep. Just rewind to the end and watch this little New York river making some peaceful sounds. All right, I'm SERGEI DRATCHEV, somewhere in New York, on my way to New York City. Thanks for watching.